chose the U because they do a lot of research, and I really want to be in astrophysics, and a lot of schools don't even offer that, so that was good. And also, Harlan, Wisconsin's a small town, and Twin Cities are huge compared to that, so I really liked being in the city and out of Wisconsin.
It's kind of the same thing for me as well. From where I came from, it's more of a small town. Everything's closed by 8:30. So I like coming to a big city and knowing that if there's nothing going on campus, I can always go find something to do in the city. In addition, it's pretty affordable compared to other schools of its caliber. I mean, think about MIT or any of those other schools. It's pretty expensive to get in here, whereas here they want you to come. They'll offer you scholarships, and people in Wisconsin and other states get reciprocity too. So it's definitely a good financial choice.
Once you get in, the reality hits you, because these courses are not easy by any means. High school was kind of a breeze, but probably for most of you too. It's not that hard, but you can study a little bit, you can get by, or you can study the right amount and then ace a test. But competing in a college level, it's definitely much harder, especially in Institute of Technology, where everybody's inclined mathematically and scientifically, and everybody does good. So you have to do better than the person sitting next to you. So it's definitely tough. So you learn to pick up study habits really fast.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest difference from high school to college, especially, like you said, if you come to IT here. You guys are all smart, that's why you got invited here. Maybe in your high school classes, not everybody was necessarily at the same level as you guys academically. When you get here, they are, and just the competition is a lot higher, so you have to work harder, significantly harder.
But not to say that you shouldn't work with the people around you. I know it sounds like it's really competitive, but it's really important to keep in mind when you're going into science and engineering that you do need to work together. You can't learn anything unless you're collaborating with other people, hearing other people's ideas, and balancing things back and forth. It's really important, but it's also important to make sure you do your best and have your peers and your friends around you to challenge you.
Some of the experiences I had in the dorms, just meeting everyone and doing ridiculous things. So, I guess that's my say.
Freshman year, we had this, we always had the Super Block, always had this Smash Bros. Tournament. And my best memory was placing second in that tournament. And I take pride in it because it was all IT kids, and it was really tough. It was probably one of the hardest things I've done in this college was that tournament. It was really hard.
Research assistant for a professor in the astronomy department, and I started working for him after I took a class with him freshman year, and I really liked him, so I just asked him, and he was like, okay, yeah, whatever. And so he paid me, and then I also, this past semester, I got a UROP for it. And we're working on publishing 2 papers, so it's been a really good experience. I also have to do a senior thesis, so I'm going to start working with a professor for that too. So there's tons of opportunities to get involved, and you can really just find a professor that you like what they do and just ask them. And they might not have a spot for you, but they'll definitely refer you to someone who might be able to help you.
My major group this past year was Plum Bob, and we plan IT week every year. I'm actually wearing a shirt from the week. It's a lot of fun. We plan poker night, we have an IT ball, Star Wars marathon, a lot of nerdy stuff, but it's a good time. And then I recently joined Engineers Without Borders. I'm working on the Haiti project that was mentioned way in the beginning of the day. So those are my main groups right now. A lot of fun. Definitely get involved because you meet a lot of people that way from all majors. Because I'm chemical engineering, so a lot of my friends are chemies, but when I started joining groups, then I could branch out and actually meet some aerospace engineering majors and stuff like that.
One of my favorite things about IT is that everyone gets the nerdy jokes that you say, Like, everyone understands the math jokes and the physics jokes. I mean, yes, great education, but it's nice to be around peers that are interested in the same thing you are.
I took a freshman seminar. That was really interesting. They have a lot of really interesting freshman seminars. Mine was called Nothing, and we talked about how nothing applied to things. So we had different professors or specialists come in every week and talk about how nothing applied to their field of studies. We had like someone worked with quantum physics, and we had a blind person come in, and someone that worked with toxicities and literature, just all kinds of random things. It was really interesting.
I just did a 3-week study abroad session in Italy and France, and Katie went with me. We went with our physics professor, and we started in Sicily and worked our way up to mainland Italy and ended in the French Riviera. We went to a lot of ancient Greek and Roman temples and looked kind of at the structure of how they were built and stuff like that. I know Katie wants to add on.
No, that was a good program because it was specifically for people in IT. So we were all IT people. There's a lot of different programs and internships available for people in IT. It's pretty accessible. If you want to do it, just make sure you tell everyone you want to do it so you can fit it into your schedule.
One thing to note is, I don't know, when I was in high school, kind of like, for some reason, everyone was kind of thinking that the best time to do your stereotypical kind of like take a semester off, go to a different country, study abroad, was in your junior year. But actually, in IT, it works out much better if you do it in the spring semester of your sophomore year. So if you're thinking about doing that, that's just something to be aware of.
I chose to come here after going to a number of schools. I started out at UW-Madison and then UW-Platteville, and I finally came here when I figured out that I wanted to do chemical engineering, and like Mark, they have an excellent, excellent program here, and that was pretty much the deciding factor for me. But now that I'm here, I wish I would have come here as a freshman because I would have never transferred anywhere else. It's a great school to be at for research, like everyone else was saying, and also, yeah, very affordable.